Magandang gabi mga kaibigan, kababayan, mga kapatid. Muli, may isang mahalagang issue po ang ating pag-uusapan. May kaugnayan pa rin dito sa ICC o International Criminal Court, kung saan napabalita po na di umano ito ay gagamit ng pwersa o force in order to perform its function of investigating the alleged crime against humanity committed by the President of the Republic of the Philippines and his administration, President Duterte, should the latter not allow it to conduct its investigation to be performed early next year. So, ang ibig pong sabihin nito, katulad ng sinasabi ng ating Pangulo, at ito din ang paninindigan ng sambayan ng Pilipino, na hindi natin kinikilala ang jurisdiction o ang kapangyarihan ng ICC na makialam sa ating panloob na problema tungkol sa sinasabi nilang krimen laban sa sangkatauhan in relation to the war on drugs and war against the CPP, NPA, NTF for its alleged gross violations of human rights in the Philippines. So, ang ibig mong sabihin ng nasabing international agency na kung hindi kusang magpapaimbestiga ang ating Pangulo, ay gagamit sila ng pwersa. Inuulit po natin ang ating paninindigan bilang isang sovereign state o malayang pamayanan, that we do not recognize interference by another countries, even though it is the UN agency. For what reason? Number one, because the majority of the Filipino people do not subscribe to the allegation that our president has committed crimes against humanity in relation to the war on drugs, which our president has launched when he assumed office as president since 2016. We do not subscribe that there is such crimes against humanity or violation of the human rights committed by the president. As we have said, and we are saying it now again, that we are even thankful to the president for launching such war on drugs and war against the terrorist CPP, NPA, NDF. Ngayon, gagamit ng pwersa ang ICC, sabi nila, o ayon sa balita. We do not believe in it. Bakit po? May kakayahan bang gawin ang ICC? Well, meron kung sa kakayahan na pag-uusapan. But the reasonability of such action or the legal basis for such action is something lacking with it. As to legal basis, there is no, under our municipal law, we repeat, under our constitution, no suit can be filed against the president while he is the president, except an impeachment, which is limited to removal from office. So, in other words, there is no crime that is under our laws that can be filed against the president while he is president. Now, if there is a case to be filed against him before the ICC, in effect, that filing of that case is contrary to our municipal law. We have said that when there is conflict between the treaty obligation and the municipal law, our constitution, definitely our constitution prevails, providing that no suit against the president can be filed against him during his term of office. Therefore, that treaty obligation, assuming we are bound by it, then that being contrary to our constitution, that cannot be enforced in the Philippines. Yan po ating paninindigan dyan. Secondly, ang sinasabi nga po ng Malacanang na we had withdrawn from that treaty. As we had withdrawn, then we are no longer bound by it. Another thing, katulad nga po ng malaking yung halimbawa dito sa China, we have won before the International Arbitration Court to the effect that West Philippine Sea belongs to the Republic of the Philippines. Yet China does not recognize it. The UN cannot enforce until now. And perhaps even in the future, that decision of International Arbitration Tribunal. In the same way, that if we also do not recognize the ICC decision, then the UN or that agency cannot impose its will upon us. The only thing that we need to do is to show to them that as a country, as an independent state, sovereign state, we do not allow the ICC to have its will imposed upon us. Ang tanong po, totoo ba na pwede nang gamitan ng pwersa? We don't believe. Iba po ang sitwasyon yung nangyari sa Iraq. Sa Iraq po, with Saddam Hussein, ang nangyari kasi, ito si Saddam Hussein was bragging na mayroon silang biological warfare na pag kanilang ginamit, ayon sa kanila, mga Iraqis lang ang matitira. So naturalmente, noon na hindi pinapansin yun ng UN. Pero sa paulit-ulit na pagyayabang ni Saddam Hussein, the Security Council decided to send an investigator to Iraq to find out the truth of such allegation. Saddam Hussein refused. Sabi ni Saddam Hussein, sabi ng UN, gagamitan natin ng pwersa. We will use force against you. We would use force against you if you would not allow our investigator to go into Iraq. Sabi ni Saddam Hussein, hindi, sige, subukan nyo. And there was war declared by the UN against Iraq. Can that same principle be applied with respect to the Philippines? On the matter of this alleged crime against humanity committed by the President Duterte in the Philippines, we believe that that cannot be applied. Bakit? Sapagkat ang Iraq, ang sitwasyon noon, that was against the security of the world, to which the UN, through the Security Council, had to act upon it, even against the will of the Iraqi people, considering that what was at stake was the whole humanity. And Iraq, that if they would not stop, they would not be stopped from so doing what Saddam Hussein was saying might become true. So the United Nations had to act immediately upon it, even if against the will of Saddam Hussein and the Iraqi people. But it is different with respect to the Republic of the Philippines. In the first place, the Filipino people, the majority of the Filipino people, do not recognize, as a matter of fact, that there is such crime committed by the President. There is none. It is merely an allegation by the opposition, by the critics of the President. So that is number one. Secondly, the alleged crimes committed is limited to the victims, allegedly, of this war on drugs or this war against terrorism committed by the CPP, NPA, NDF, to which the Filipino people subscribe to the policies of the government, of the administration, with respect to these wars declared against drugs and against the CPP, NPA, NDF. There is no such gross violation. Secondly, ay sabihin nila, kung hindi pala naman totoo, ba't hindi kayo magpa-imbestiga? Well, because we do not allow an investigation, because we do not recognize the jurisdiction of the ICC. Ngayon, dahil pag umayaw tayo, gigirahin ba nila tayo? We don't believe. The UN will not do it for lack of moral and legal basis to do so. Aside from the fact that they could not afford to start war with the Filipino people for a lot of reasons, politically and economically. So, hindi po mangyayari yun. Kaya, from the political point of view, kailangan nila ang Pilipinas. So, hindi nila pwedeng girahin ito. Kailangan nila ang Pilipinas against China. Ngayon, ang sabi natin para matanggal si Duterte, maybe it is just a ploy to oust Duterte, but not really against the Republic of the Philippines. But the majority of the Filipino people would not allow it. We would rally behind. We will rally behind the President. Pag ginawa nila yon, in effect, that would be a war against the Republic of the Philippines. Sapagkat napakadali yun. Pag pumunta sila at may persa, magdeklara lang ng martial law, and the President can employ the armed forces against them as an invaders. So from all angles, hindi po totoo yan. We do not believe na gagawin ito ng UN para gumamit ng persa para lang ipilit ang gusto ng ICC na nakasuhan, mapaimbestigahan at kasuhan ng ating Pangulo. Definitely not. Kaya wala pong apprehension. We should not be apprehensive with this news. Kaya po atin itong nililiwanag dito para maging malinaw sa sambayan ng Pilipino na hindi po totoo itong mga bali-balitang ito na gagamit ng persa ang ICC kung hindi kusa na magpaimbestiga ang ating Pangulo. Dapat po talaga hindi. Otherwise, that would be if we allow investigation by the ICC of these alleged crimes committed by the President. Then, in effect, we recognize its jurisdiction, and therefore that would be an act of submitting to its jurisdiction. So we will be stopped by the principle of stupil. Hindi na tayo pwedeng makatanggi for all other actions and furtherance of such exercise by the ICC of its power, which we consider interference about internal affairs. Sa kaugnay din po na balita, tila nag-aaway si Tini Casino at si Trillanes for each claiming for the credit of the ICC action on the matter. Nagsimula po ito ng sinabi ni Trillanes na kaya daw nagkaroon ng ganitong action ng ICC sapagkat sila yung magdalaw parte. Trillanes with Galihano, congressman then at the time, filed this criminal case before the ICC, and the leftist just followed. So the credit should go to them. Ito naman si Casino, ang sinasabi the mother of this claim is the Communist Party, being the first to file this case even long before. So ito ngayon ang pinag-awayan. Bali ba gusto na sabihin na kaya gumalaw ang ICC dahil sa amin magdalaw, sabi ni Trillanes. Sabi ni Casino, hindi, kaya gumalaw ang ICC dahil sa amin. Noon pa man, ginawa na namin yan. So both are claiming credits for being the first to file that criminal case against our president. Itong mga ito, parehong gago, parehong taksil sa bayan. Ang pagkakaiba lang, itong si Casino, leftist, makakaliwa. Ito namang si Trillanes, appears to be rightist. In both cases, however, these are together with respective sympathizers or companions for that cause. Mga taksil sa bayan, pareho. Pareho silang taksil sa bayan, pareho silang isinusuka ng sambayan ng Pilipino. Pareho silang makakapal ang mukha, mga gago. Gusto lang magpapansin, magpasikat. Tama ba naman yung ginagawa nilang yan? Ngayon nag-aaway sila. Pinakikita nila sa buong mundo yung kanilang pagiging siraulo. Ayaw nating naging basto sa mga taong ito, pero nakakasuka kasi yung pinagagawa ng mga ito. Pinagloloko ang sambayan ng Pilipino. Lalo na ito sa Trillanes, sa 2022 daw, dapat manalo sila. Para ano? Para ibenta nyo ang Pilipinas. Kumita lang kayo. Para sabihin ng mga Pinoy, kasing gago nyo. Kapal na mukha nitong Trillanes na to eh. Nakakapika ka na eh. Masama lang magbura dito eh, pero gustong-gusto na kitang murahin talaga eh. Sa bawat salita mo, yung simula pa nung nagbibida-bidahan ka eh, kontrabida ka naman talaga. Siraulo lang maniniwala sa'yo. Trillanes, tatapang-tapangan ka lang. Pero nung nasa Manila, nasa Peninsula Hotel kayo, papasokin na kayo, sumuko din naman kayo. Kung talagang matapang ka, bakit ka sumuko? Di sana nagpakamatay ka na lang noon para naging walang sakit ang ulo. Nawala na sakit ng ulo ang mga Pinoy. Kapal na mukha mo eh. Sinungaling ka naman. Huwag mo nang bulahin sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Kahit anong gawin mo, di ka mananalong Pangulo. Di ka nga nanalong Vice President eh. Siraulo lang naman nakikinig sa'yo. Totoo lang. Katulad dito sa Casino. Hindi mo naman mga pareho lang kayo eh. Ikaw Casino, hindi ka na nakopya sa sarili mo. Dami mong kinabukasan, sinirang kinabukasan ng mga kabataan. Nire-recruit nyo sa mga para maging NPA. Tapos kayo nagpapasarap lang kayo dito. Habang yung mga kabataan na pinagluloko nyo, nakikipaglaban sa bundok para sa inyo. Saan ka ba kumukuha ng pinag-paaral mo ng anak mo sa Lasal? Balita namin, ang anak mo nasa Lasal eh. May mga negosyo ka na. Mayaman ka ba talaga? O yung mga ninakaw ng NPA, pinibigay sa'yo, sa inyo? Sa halip na magtulungan tayo, ang gulo-gulo nyo. May pagmamalaki nyo. Tingnan nyo nga, yan taon na ba yung rebellion na yan? Pag pakikibaka nyo sa lansangan, sa bundok, may nangyayari ba? Abala lang kayo eh. Kaya sa halip na umunlad itong bansa natin, dahil sa inyong mga kasakiman, dahil sa inyong mga kagaguhan, dahil sa inyong mga kayabangan, na pinagkagawa. Sana ngayon may Pasko, kunin na kayo ni Lord, pamasko sa mga Pilipino. Nakakabagot kayo eh. halip na magtulungan tayo sa halip na kaisa. Hindi kayo patong pumupunta sa abroad para pakialaman tayo dahil lang hindi nyo makuha ang gusto nyo. Tapos nagyayabang ko, nag-aagawan pa kayo kung kanino mapupunta ang kredito. Tingnan nyo nga. Nag-aaway pa kayo dalawa. Kung sino talaga ang sino ang kung kaninong complaint ang pinagbasihan ng ICC. Pati ng ICC, gago rin yan eh. Meron nga lumabas sa balita na yung presidente niya tumatanggap ng suhol eh. Katulad yun, kurap ang utak. May lumabas na balita na ang presidente ng ICC ay tumatanggap ng suhol. Kung tumanggap ka ng suhol, ang ibig sabihin kung anong gusto ng nanunuhol sa iyo, kahit kasinungalingan yan ay susundin nila. Tumanggap, binayaran sila eh. So most probably nagbayad din kayo para gumalaw ang ICC ayon sa gusto nyo. Pero hindi nyo makukuha ang gusto nyo. Tagaan nyo sa bato. Sapagkat the majority of the Filipino people will not allow it to happen. And no one can dictate us, not even the ICC. Tandaan nyo yan. Ngayon, kung gusto nyo, kayo na lang ang ikulong. Papuntahin nyo dito yan para pag inaresto natin yan, pinaaresto ng presidente, di pati kayo. Kasama din arestuhin. Para ito yung ikulong. Napakadaling gawin yan. Subukan nilang pumunta dito. Pag pinaresto sila, pag nag-react yung di magproklama ng martial law, may magagawa pa ba kayo? Pinaguhuli kayo, di gera. Yung gusto nyo, gera, di gera. Tatakutin nyo Pangulo. At kahit ang pangkaraniwang sambayan ng Pilipino, hindi papayag yung basta. Sa mga kababayan, hindi po tayong basta maniniwala. Basta tayo nagkakaisa, suportahan natin ang ating Pangulo. Ipakita natin sa kanya that we are behind him for whatever good he does. And with respect to this war against the terrorists, CPP, NPA, NDF, we are behind him. With respect to this war against drugs, we are also behind him. Ipakita natin to, magkaisa tayo. Anyway, hindi natin kailangan mag-rally pa doon. Mas malakas ang boses natin through this social media network for the whole world to know that the Filipino people are united against our president. Pagkat po magagawa lang ng ICC ang gusto nila, ng UN, ng ibang bansa, ng AU, whatever. Kung makikita nila na ang mga Pilipino ay bumitaw sa kanilang Pangulo. Halimbawa po nung EDSA 1, bakit ba ang Amerikano unang bumaliktad against Marcos? Pero Marcos could have not long stood with his martial law without the support of the US. But during the EDSA 1, when the US saw that it was a reversible condition for Marcos as the people was united against him, ang una pong bumaliktad dyan in favor of the people against Marcos was US. Kaya nga sila pang pumick up kay Marcos sa Malacanang at dinala sa Hawaii. para matapos na yung EDSA 1. So dito, with President Duterte as in relation to this ICC, hindi po itutuloy yan ng ICC upon the instruction of the US. Once they see that the Filipino people, the majority of the Filipino people is behind with the President. Pero kung makikita po na binibitawan natin ang Pangulo natin, definitely ipipilit nila ang gusto nila to oust him para so for them to be able to install a puppet president in the person of Robredo. Pero pag nakita po nila in all respects that the majority of the Filipino people are behind our president, definitely they would stand with the president. They would stand with the Filipino people. Thank you po. Maraming salamat at magandang gabi. Muli, maligayang Pasko at manigong taon. Manigong bagong taon. Before we end, we invite everyone to, as a token of support, to subscribe our YouTube channel, ang ating paninindigan sa napapanahong issue ng lipunan. Marami pong salamat at muli magandang gabi.